I'll be the first to tell you I am super biased. I love my school. Shout out to Santa Clara University. Go Broncos. It just seems that as soon as I entered into the world of being an entrepreneur and working with individuals who do a lot of stuff on their own, I thought to myself, well, I'm just like one of those people, except I have a 4-year degree. I guess you would call it a formal education. I don't have risk aversion. I think I fooled myself for a while by working at a company in Silicon Valley for about 5 years and then another one in New York City for 1.5 years. But I just could no longer be an employee. But this is about college. And I want to stress the fact that I agree, it's way too expensive. It's crazy expensive. I'm about to pay off my student loans, and I think I'm gonna do it the same weekend of my 10-year reunion. I've been paying, not just me, my family and myself have been paying off these loans. By the way, I didn't get a scholarship or anything. I had to pay the full amount for almost 10 years. It has literally stopped me from saving any kind of money until now. I'm actually saving money. You're only in your 20s once, and that's the point of this. You only really have this one window of time to truly enjoy that college experience where you're not sure of what you want to do, and you want to taste a lot of things. I'm gonna map this back to somebody who I really look up to and watch a lot, Gary Vee, who says you should be tasting everything. And it's true. You should be living in a house with a bunch of dudes just trying to get your company together, your startup. Well, guess what? You can do that while you're in school. I think a lot of people have given college a really bad rap, especially lately. Now, it's true it's too expensive, but saying that it teaches you only how to get a job is far from it. That's simply your own mindset trapping you into thinking, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna get a job because school is gonna teach me how to get a job. School did not teach me half of the things that I needed when I was at my job, because that's ridiculous. No job expects you to know how to do the job when you get there. There are things that you just don't know that you must learn once you've attained this job, this occupation, vocation, whatever it is. So you can throw that argument out the door too. People say all people do at college is party. Now, gotta admit, definitely guilty of that. Partied a lot. Sometimes every day of the week. But kept my grades up. Not just kept my grades up, but excelled because I found something I wanted to learn. I would not be making videos on YouTube today. Well, maybe I would. I don't think I would have ended up being a filmmaker had I not gone to school. I just wouldn't. I learned so much from my professor Mike and everybody else in the communication school, and even a few people outside of my main course of studies, but mostly Mike. I became more of a thoughtful shooter and photographer and filmmaker because I learned it wasn't just about the tech, it wasn't about the medium, it was about how to get all of these things that are seemingly in chaos into an order that made sense. So I fell in love with making videos because of Mike, because of Santa Clara, because of going through the process and having to work with a team of people I didn't always like and having to create that film. The number one thing I always look for when I'm hiring people and I'm looking to work with people is, what have you completed? Not what have you been amazing at, but what have you finished? Some people say they don't look at resumes. I don't think a resume is a make or break. Here's the only thing that's a make or break about a resume. Did you finish what you started? And when I can see that somebody finished their schooling, that's an accomplishment. I don't need to know your GPA. I don't need to know that you got all A's. You clearly didn't get all F's because you finished, you graduated. In making videos, you have to complete it. It has to be done. You have to upload it, send it, show it to a client. You have to be able to complete things, start to finish. You could have a really fluffy, amazing resume, participate in all these after-school activities and groups and student council and yada yada. But that doesn't show me the things that you complete. Finishing 4 years of college is not easy. It's really difficult. You have pressures from your family, social pressures. You're trying to just be an adult, trying to have a good time. You got a lot of things going on, and you're also being asked to perform at the highest level in the classroom. Did school cost me $40,000 to $45,000 a year? It did. I think when it was all said and done, I had about $120,000 of debt. I'm now down to $400. For me, the most important thing about college is the network. Everybody says your network is your net worth. I've got friends who are doing amazing things in the world of production, business and finance, ecotourism, entertainment, everything, law. Knowing those people on a personal level and not having to get a referral via LinkedIn person who I half kind of know, that's a huge deal. Having a network that spans things that you don't know about, that's built in before you leave school, is something that you cannot get if you don't go to college. College is the only place where all of those people are forced to coexist and figure it out. You make friends just because they're your friends. They go off to be a lawyer. You want nothing to do with law, but since Chris is one of my good friends, I know he's a lawyer. Down the road, that's somebody that can help you. As a filmmaker, knowing a lawyer is a big deal. Now you might say, well, you can gain a network after or during those years you would have gone to school. And that's true. That's very true. But it's difficult. If you're naturally introverted like myself, are you gonna go out there and build that network? That is a tall order. Probably gonna need to go find an extroverted friend, or you're gonna need to watch a whole lot of motivational videos to get out there and build that network. When you go to school, all you have to do is bump into somebody, walk up to somebody and say, hey, I'm Dave, how's it going? What classes are you taking? What do you like to do? Boom. It's like dating for business. You're just meeting all these people. That network, I still have that network. I have great relationships with people I went to school with. Some of them are my best friends, and they have been for some more than 10 years now. I see constantly in the world of real estate and real estate wholesaling, and I need a mentor. You know, and Max is always like, you don't. And it's true, you don't need this person. But the cool thing about going to college is if you're lucky to have your eyes open, you latch on to those professors that really know what they're talking about, that are not only teaching the theory, but are doing it in practice, are still doing it in practice while teaching a class. So for me to have Mike as one of my mentors, we didn't go through some formal process and I was like, Mike, you're my mentor. And he's like, yep, agreed. No, it's in the eye of the beholder. To me, he's my mentor. I would never have met Mike had I not gone to school. We've even done projects together where I've gotten paid from the school. But more than that, he's taught me invaluable lessons about how to run a production, all those intangible things, all of the qualitative skills that you need to make a video, to run a production, to write a script, to plan a shoot, to edit the video, to pitch it, who to talk to after, just all those things. People can talk about it online, that's great, but being able to have a conversation over a beer with somebody, you can't really put a price tag on that. And the last thing really is worldview. Now, some of us are fortunate enough to travel the world, see lots of things because our family has enough money to be able to do that. I would not have a great holistic worldview had I stayed in Maine. Had I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go to community college and I'm just gonna work and figure it out. Those are good tactics to save money, don't get me wrong. But I wanted more. I wanted to know what I was made of. I wanted to challenge myself with things that I'd never encountered, meet people who I would never otherwise get to meet, go 3,000 miles across the country and see if I could figure out how to live on my own within a campus structure, of course. But I wanted those challenges. I think college is a great challenge, and I think a lot of people are only putting it down because they don't have enough self-worth to say, you know what, I could do that. I could make it. What's even worse is there's people that are not as fortunate as I am, who really want to go, who deserve to go, and just can't because financially they can't. And I know that's been the biggest issue. And I've been fortunate to meet some of those people who were given financial aid, who were given an opportunity. It's clearly not enough people that are given opportunity, but they gave me a worldview of being from Mexico or growing up in South Central Los Angeles, or places that I had never been. Got to go on a trip to Tijuana my senior year, and we built 4 houses in Mexico. Would not get the chance to do that had I not gone to school. And even had I gone to school, I don't know if I would have gotten a chance to go had I not gone to Santa Clara. Santa Clara gave me all these opportunities. It was the best decision to go to college, Santa Clara in particular, that I made in my whole life. Best decision. I am who I am today because I went there. I feel like if I'm given something I don't know how to do, I can figure it out. Some would say that's innate, that's just within an individual, but no, that's a learned thing. You can have that natural aptitude to want to figure things out. Going to a 4-year university will expose your weaknesses and make you that much better at figuring out problems, at being a problem solver. Because I ponied up $120,000 plus interest to go to school. That's a lot of money. I've never made that much money in a year. Not yet. So in defense of college, I say if you have the opportunity, you should go. It's true. Not everybody needs college. Not everybody is supposed to go. Our life paths don't all lead us to a 4-year university in this perfect structure, spit us out after, and then we go on to do great things. But for me, I definitely needed that experience. 4 of the best years of my life. Would not trade them for anything. Would 100 million% do it exactly the same. I want to leave all of you with this one question. This is for everyone, but mostly for the people who say you can learn anything online, and it's all out there for free. My question is, then why do you spend hundreds, sometimes thousands, or tens of thousands of dollars to get one individual or a handful to speak to you, to give you the knowledge that you say is out there for free everywhere? Why do you spend this money? Is it to pump you up, to make you feel good about yourself, about your decision making, to give you that push over the edge to go do something? I don't know. That's for you to decide. I don't know. In defense of college, I say, show me why it's bad. The value proposition, I would pay at least double to go again. I don't think anybody should pay as much as I did to get that kind of education, but the experience is priceless. The experience, to experience it all, is worth much more than what I paid. If you just want to talk numbers about exactly what I learned, it's not about what I learned. It's that I truly learned how to learn much better. That is the value prop. That is something that is disorganized and all over the internet. So you're going to tell me you're going to take 4 years to organize it, or you're going to go somewhere where they've got it all organized for you? It's just like buying a course. It's all organized for you, except with the course, you got to do it on your own. With college, you do it from people who've already done it thousands of times. Shout out to SU, go Broncos, vlog over.